Over 100,000 people recently bought a Luigi beanie off of Amazon. I've seen y'all turn his mugshots into thirst traps.
He's fine as hell. At this point, there's a 6-year-long waiting period to get conjugal visits with this man, so if you're in line, stay in line.
Welcome to McDonald's. What can I get for you? Excuse me, 1 second, ma'am. Yeah, 1 second. Luigi? Oh my god, you've created quite the stir online. Yeah, you have. Everybody's looking for you. Yeah, including me. Wow, you are gorgeous. Is it true you're 6'2"?
I'm so sorry, you're telling me that a McDonald's employee could identify the shooter of that United Healthcare CEO that occurred in Manhattan, but y'all can't find a way to fix the fucking ice cream machine?
That's so real. Are you kidding me?
Hey!
What's up? Do you have anything to say?
Luigi, why'd you do it?
Luigi, it's me, Mario.
Was that necessary? Luigi, it's me, Mario.
You gotta give the people what they want, right?
Brian Thomas was walking alone on a midtown Manhattan sidewalk at around 6:40 a.m. on Wednesday. He was on his way to his company's shareholder conference at the New York Hilton. This is when a masked and hooded man appears on surveillance cameras, calmly pulling out a 3D printed ghost gun, equipped with a silencer, and shoots Brian from behind. Now, who is this CEO shooting suspect? Luigi Mangione? I really hope I'm saying his last name right. I've watched so many TikToks on this boy. I should know how to say his name. Luigi Mangione. We're just gonna call him Luigi from here on out, okay? Now let me give you a little backstory on Luigi if you are not familiar with him. Luigi is an Italian-American 26-year-old who is from a very wealthy family in Maryland. Luigi is very intelligent. He came on top of his class at an elite private school before graduating from an Ivy League college. He went on to graduate from the University of Pennsylvania, and he gained a bachelor's and master's degree in computer science and founded a video game development club. He seemed to have everything going for him. He also spent time co-living in a community in Hawaii named Surf Break, and those around him had nothing but great things to say. They said he was smart, he was a leader. These people also watched him struggle heavily with severe back pain, so bad that he was stuck in bed for a week. He later did have to leave due to his back injury, which got worse due to all of the surfing and hiking in Hawaii. And his pain only made his anger with the healthcare industry multiply. According to his former landlord, whom Luigi confided in, his back problems were so severe that it actually impacted his dating life. So, ladies, settle down, sit down. We're gonna get to you in a second because the TikTok edits have been insane. It's giving me Wade Wilson vibes. Now, roughly the past 6 months, Luigi's actually been completely off of the grid, not speaking to anybody, not family, not friends. And on November 18th, actually, his mother reported him a missing person. So fast forwarding to now, he emerges from his hiatus. After a 5-day manhunt, which took the police to multiple states, Luigi was arrested for second-degree murder in a Pennsylvania McDonald's. When someone recognized him from surveillance photos, informed the employee, and the employee called 911. Police officers showed up and confronted Luigi, who was sitting at the back of the McDonald's with a face mask on, one of those medical masks, sitting with his face down looking at his laptop. They asked him if he had recently been to New York. He was asked to pull down his mask, and as soon as he did, the officers knew right away from all of the media that they've been seeing online. They recognized him, knew right away that this was the guy that they were looking for. According to the criminal complaint, in the backpack Luigi had with him, police allegedly found a black 3D printed pistol and a 3D printed black silencer that appeared to match the weapon used to kill Brian. They also discovered a 3-page document that conveyed ill will towards corporate America, saying things like, quote, "Frankly, these parasites had it coming," according to the police, and detectives are still examining these writings but are considering them to represent a confession. Investigators were saying that the words deny, defend, depose were written on the shell castings at the crime scene, and law enforcement sources are saying that this might be a reference to the 3 Ds of insurance, tactics used by companies to reject the payment claims by patients. Now, a Pennsylvania prosecutor asked the judge to hold Luigi without bail, saying that the defendant had several $1,000s on him at the time of the arrest, allegedly $8,000 USD and $2,000 in foreign cash. Now, I've seen in court he did deny that he had that much on him, but he was charged with illegal possession of a firearm and fraudulent IDs that were on him. So clearly this man is upset with corporate greed and the sick system of healthcare. I am blessed that I am Canadian and we have free healthcare. So I can't even imagine the anger a lot of you feel, all you Americans out there watching this, with the healthcare system, because I know it's a mess. But many are saying that he's, quote, modern day Robin Hood, and he's for the people, and this is what we need right now. And Luigi, I assume, did what he allegedly did, if he gets proven guilty for this, did what he did to get his voice heard because he was feeling frustrated. I assume that's what's happening here. There's a lot of back and forth on the internet. One side says that Luigi is being framed and the FBI are prosecuting an innocent guy. And the other side is saying that he unalived a CEO and he was intending to be caught. There's this whole twisted version of Monopoly involved in this. I'll get into all that. I can still not wrap my head around all of it. Another thing is there's so much misinformation on the internet about everything. So this situation is no excuse. Like, there's going to be misinformation that comes out online about this. So I'm going to provide what I know in this video. And if you guys have been keeping up with all this, please do comment down below what you know. And if I've said anything wrong in this video, please do correct me in the comment section. Let's talk about this. I always like to have a discussion in the comment section. But yeah, there's been like tons of people commenting on how Luigi unalived the CEO mainly because of his mother's health issues alongside his own. This being in response to a document that came out that actually wasn't even written by him. It's not real. There were no real sources behind the manifesto. So I have seen that an updated new manifesto came out recently. I don't know if that one's legit. So I try to get my information from reliable sources. But again, comment down below if you have anything else to include in this video or if I said anything wrong. All that being said, I do not think violence is the answer. The unaliving of a human is wrong. Just doesn't sit right with me. I do hope that this is just a misunderstanding, a setup and whatnot, because this man's future was looking so bright. But let's dive into the TikTok community of all of this, because there's so much being said. I've spent like 3 hours on TikTok just like soaking all of this in. It's crazy. I don't even know where to begin. This generation is just, it's so unserious. Like, I saw that over 100,000 people recently bought a Luigi beanie off of Amazon. You guys. I've seen y'all turn his mugshots into thirst traps, fan edits, of course. The United Healthcare memes. I've seen people talk about a Netflix show and summoning Dave Franco to play him, which would be a very fitting actor for the role. Y'all are just so unserious. We'll get into the unserious bit in a second, but let's get into more details about all of this.
There is no evidence that proves he did anything as such, and they are planning to plead not guilty. And he is not guilty unless proven guilty in the court of law.
I mean, it's true, innocent until proven guilty.
You can't rush to judgment in this case or any case, because any one of you all, if you were charged with a crime, or any of your family members or loved ones, you don't want anybody rushing to those judgments. So if you believe in America and that presumption of innocence, then you cannot rush to judgment. He's an American citizen. He's presumed innocent. Let's not forget that. That's the number one premise of our wonderful country, and that's what I want people to remember. And I don't want anybody to rush to judgment on anything.
So this is the lawyer of Luigi. He told reporters on Tuesday that Luigi will be pleading not guilty, and that's to the Pennsylvania charges. He also anticipates that he will be pleading non-guilty to the charges in New York as well.
A little bit of background about Luigi is that he was a genius, very smart kid. Graduated the valedictorian in high school. He went to a very expensive prep school that cost like $40,000 a year to go to this school. His family was very wealthy. They own like 2 golf courses. They own a bunch of stuff. And then in college, he went to UPenn, which is an Ivy League school. Like, this kid was very, very smart. And after college, he went to Hawaii and he lived there for like 3 years. Apparently when he was in Hawaii, he got into a really bad accident when he was surfing and really hurt his back. It actually was his Twitter profile picture, like a picture of a broken back. Now, the part that's crazy to me is that, first of all, at the scene of the crime, he left a bag with Monopoly money in it. That's weird.
Oh yeah, I forgot about that. Monopoly money.
They just found his backpack in Central Park and it was filled with Monopoly money. The absolute poetry of taking out a wealthy CEO while carrying around Monopoly money, because that is basically what these CEOs are doing. playing Monopoly, hoarding property, hoarding wealth, while they like send us straight to jail and they pass go and collect $200.
The Monopoly money in his backpack is not some game he's playing. Like that symbolism, that Monopoly symbolism is literally just symbolizing that United Healthcare is a monopoly. What's really important to understand is antitrust law is the regulation of the power that isn't given to the government. And it's really important that we see United Healthcare as a monopoly and start to prioritize antitrust law, because enforcement of antitrust laws primarily comes from the private sector. But if we put more emphasis, if we put more money into antitrust enforcement in the government, we could raise wages, we could give people jobs, we could give people more labor rights, we could literally decrease prices, we could give more healthcare coverage, we could save more lives.
When he was arrested, he was found with a ghost gun, like a silencer gun, but also apparently I heard that the gun was 3D printed, so it literally like wasn't able to be traced because he made the gun. And not only that, he was found with 4 fake IDs and a manifesto. If this kid was an Ivy League college student, valedictorian of his class in high school, genius, why would he be carrying those things around 3 days after? Do you watch movies like when you kill someone, you like get rid of the evidence? No, he kept it in his pocket. That makes no sense. Arrested now, denied bail. So I just saw a video of him going into court and he was saying something. People think he was saying, this is an insult to the intelligence of the American people.
Luigi, do it. And it's completely out of touch. And it's an insult to the intelligence of the American people and the lived experience.
This seems like some Black Mirror episode, and I'm kind of into it.
Yeah, it's all very crazy. Okay, this is what I don't understand, the whole Monopoly thing.
So someone was saying about how they think Luigi Mangione is playing Monopoly because the fact that he was caught at the Pennsylvania Railroad, and that's the thing on Monopoly, and you collect money. So he went through the park, which is like, you know, free parking essentially. But then I thought about the fact that 286 kept popping up a lot, right? And then I thought, oh my God, you could roll doubles in Monopoly. But what happens when you roll 3 times 3 doubles? 286, you go to jail. Which means not only, I don't think he's playing by himself, number one. Number two, he did this on purpose. He wanted to go to jail. And I don't necessarily know yet about like the numbers on the board or where it starts or where he gets to, but basically he rolled 3 times and then he went to jail. So there's way more to come on this situation.
Yeah, I cannot wait to see what happens after I post this video, because this is not the end of the story, obviously. This is just the beginning.
One of the most interesting things from the Luigi Mangione case is the fact that there's a repetition of the number 286. On the banner of his X profile, he has the Pokemon creature known as Breloom, which is number 286 in the collection. Luigi also has exactly 286 posts on X. According to somebody on Twitter, Luigi was found at a McDonald's exactly 286 miles away from the crime scene. And the denial code 286 in healthcare stands for when an appeal time limit has not been met for a claim. Luigi's cousin, Nino Mangione, follows exactly 286 people on X. And National Insurance Awareness Day is June 28th, which is 286. And the most shocking and powerful one to me is that Proverbs 28:6 says, "Better is a poor man who walks in his integrity than a rich man who is crooked in his ways." And some people might think that those are just crazy coincidences, but I think that at this point we know that Luigi's a very strategic and a very intentional man. So the use of 286 is no coincidence.
Oh, so crazy. All the little pieces. Jeez.
My dad is a doctor and he has nothing to do right now while he recovers from his surgery but watch the news. And they show the picture of Luigi's back x-ray, and my dad pointed out something that I found interesting. He was like, he is full of shit. Like literally, this man is constipated. So my dad says, okay, that tells me that he's likely taking narcotics, likely for the back pain after his botched surgery. The only reason I'm bringing that up is just like mass amounts of pain will spew up. Like it'll just like ruin your fucking life. And this man had so much going for him and now he's in all this pain. But another thing we talked about was the mugshot. So I noticed in the mugshot that it looks like he peed himself. If you look, like his pants are all wet, and I was like, Do you think that they like didn't let him go to the bathroom? Like, he doesn't look like he peed himself from being like afraid or scared or anything. Like, he looks pretty calm right now. And my dad was also explaining to me, like, when you have a botched back surgery like that, you need to go to the bathroom, you're gonna need to go now, or you're gonna like go in your pants sometime. Just like all of the fallout from the botched back surgery. When you're dealing with something like that, insurance matters so much. They can delay any follow-up surgeries. They can cause you to go through so much stuff that makes your back issues irreversible. And so that definitely speaks to a motive for me.
She also talked a bit about the x-ray.
If Luigi supposedly has this back injury, how is this dude biking off? He probably had adrenaline and was just like, he just shot somebody. So he's biking off. Like, this dude who has typical pain probably didn't feel pain in the moment. And he walks normal. So I don't know how every day the pain is or how debilitating it is specifically. So we don't know that a guy like him couldn't just bike off the scene. I've seen a lot of notes saying that his surgery was botched and that it caused him a lot of suffering afterwards. I did ask my dad to look at the x-ray, and he did say it looks like the alignment wasn't completely restored. Like, there's an offset of his alignment.
People were saying that he was active on Reddit pages about his back pain and said that the surgery was successful that he had. But then people were commenting back to that saying fusions can initially be successful, but that typically doesn't last long. So I don't know, just an interesting note to add, I guess.
I believe the United Healthcare Luigi Mangione case has the potential to really culturally shift a lot of aspects of our country and be something that is studied for years to come. We more and more are starting to wonder and believe that he did not act alone and that he intentionally got arrested. And if we were to put those pieces together, to me that says he was hand-selected to be the face of this message, of this movement. And what does that make me think of? Well, it makes me think of the Montgomery bus boycott. If you are strategizing a publicity campaign, a marketing campaign, you understand, we all do, that the face, the person leading the movement matters. Luigi Mangione fits the profile that you can't argue with. He's white. He has no documented history of mental health needs. He's young. He's fit. He's attractive. We all know those things matter in our country. He's intelligent. He's not an outlier. He's not a hermit, a recluse. He has friends everywhere. He was well liked. He's good at social media. He came from an affluent family. What can they say about him to discredit him? Because he is the model that they all said we should be following of who should make more money, of who should make decisions, of who should be presidents, CEOs, bosses. He is the template. So now what are they going to argue?
What do you guys think? There's so many thoughts and opinions on the internet. It's crazy about all of this.
Okay, do we really think this twunk is the killer? Because I don't. Because his eyebrows, if there's one thing I know about, it's eyebrows, okay? The hair follicle just does not grow that fast. The picture and the mugshot are two different pairs of eyebrows.
What do you guys think? Do you think that he looks like the photos or no?
I don't think Luigi actually did the killing. I think the person that did the killing was hired. With how smart he is being valedictorian, going to an Ivy League school and studying computer science, also being an avid reader, you can tell he thinks things through fully. I do think he has something to do with the case, but I don't think he carried out the killing, and he may not have hired the person himself either. The killer seemed a little bit too professional based on the way that they handled the gun and the way that they calmly walked away from the incident immediately after. The images that they showed at the hostel and what the killer was actually wearing seemed like two different jackets. Also, why would you remove your mask after committing a crime? Now, with him sitting in a McDonald's, still in disguise, it almost seems like he wanted to get caught. In court, they also added that the bag he had could block cellular signals, but he denied that the money was his and that the bag was waterproof. With his family and friends saying that he'd been missing for a short period of time now, it seems like enough time to plan something out like this as well. It definitely seems like he did this to send a message, and they told us he comes from a family with money, so hiring someone to do this wouldn't be that hard.
Interesting thoughts. I'm actually kind of scared for this video because TikTok, at least anyways, are taking down videos about this. The censorship is real. So I hope this video doesn't get taken down. Love you, YouTube. Please don't take it down. Okay, let's get into the lighter side of this because that's initially why I did this video, because it was giving me the Wade Wilson vibes. If you haven't watched my video on Wade Wilson, go check it out. I will link it down below for you. So I just want to like throw in some edits and things, like just the unseriousness of this topic.
Hey!
What's happening? Do you have anything to say?
Luigi, why'd you do it?
Luigi, it's me, Mario.
Was that necessary? Luigi, it's me, Mario. He's probably gotten that so much in his life. I saw a TikTok that was basically like, what is wrong with me because my love interests this year have been the Mendes brothers and Luigi. Like, something's not right up in here.
You guys, the funniest thing Facebook has ever done is happening right now. People are photoshopping themselves with pictures of Luigi and establishing themselves as his alibi, saying, it was so good seeing my friend Luigi on December 4th from 6 a.m. to 6 p.m. And there's so many of them. Like, it just goes on and on and on. Like this one saying, he stayed in our shop all day admiring her Funko Pop. I mean, look, your boy was in Old Town. He couldn't have done this.
I'm so sorry. You're telling me that a McDonald's employee could identify the shooter of that United Healthcare CEO that occurred in Manhattan, but y'all can't find a way to fix the fucking ice cream machine?
That's so real. Are you kidding me?
You gotta give the people what they want, eh?
I'm just rapid firing these. New workout goal is to have a body where I commit a crime and the media post my shirtless pics and everyone's like, wow. Lock in, y'all. 2025 is coming. New Year's resolution locked in. There's also this lookalike, the eyebrows, the thick brows.
No. I'm not doing this again. No.
This one comment kills me. Whatever you do, do not smile. But then there's another video of him doing the smile. It's like, dude, are you trying to become a suspect?
Change. No green jacket, no hood. This is serious now. A lot of people have been DMing me, messaging me. You have to go back and change. This is not funny. Jake, I'm gonna not go where you wanna go. I'm not driving you.
By now, we've probably all seen this image. And I just want to say that I need to see the full uncropped version, especially whatever is happening in this area.
I really thought, like, the first time watching this that he was gonna be serious with this too. But no, of course not. This is TikTok.
Welcome to McDonald's. What can I get for you? Excuse me, 1 second, ma'am. Yeah, 1 second. Luigi? Oh my god, you've created quite the stir online. Yeah, you have. Everybody's looking for you. Yeah, including me. Wow, you are gorgeous. Is it true you're 6'2"? Love that. Okay, well, if you need a place to stay, here's my address, phone number, and social security, and of course my keys. Yeah. Wow. Okay, well, be safe out there, and I will be showing you my Happy Meal later. I will.
Everyone's talking about the claims adjuster's lethal face card, and I mean, look at him. He's fine as hell. At this point, there's a 6-year-long waiting period to get conjugal visits with this man, so if you're in line, stay in line. But Luigi, I'm still holding it down for you, boo, and when you get out of La Pinta, I'm gonna be holding it up.
Y'all are wild for this man. My goodness. I wanted to end this on a lighter note, but while Luigi's arrest for the murder of United Healthcare executive is still up in the air, it's very unclear right now, there's many speculations linking his physical struggles to the crime. And yeah, the manifesto found with him included accusations against healthcare insurance companies for putting corporate greed ahead of the well-being of their clients. And it raises questions about whether his chronic pain influenced his alleged actions. That's all that I have for you in this video. We'll see what else rolls out. Let me know, what side are you on? Are you on a side? Are you kind of just like in the middle chilling, waiting to hear more things come out about this? Innocent until proven guilty? Question mark? Let me know your thoughts and opinions. I would love to hear them. Hopefully I get this video rolled out soon for you guys, so like not a bunch of new information comes out and it's not included in this video. But chances are it will, because this is like fresh news. I love you guys so much, and I hope to see you in my next video.